This summer we got a new boat, and I need boats like I need a hole in the head, and it was free, so I thought, oh, I'll just throw the boat away and keep the trailer and make a tool trailer or a teardrop trailer. And turns out it's kind of a perfect boat for the size of my family and what we do, because we just got into bass fishing. Anyways, the point of this video is to show you how to set up helm, steering, and throttle for your little auxiliary outboard motor on your little boat. So I'll show you what we did, and at the end I'll show you a quick clip of it on the water. You shouldn't have any trouble figuring out steering videos on YouTube, and it's probably going to wind up being pulleys and cables on yours, because that's the easiest, cheapest. I happen to have gotten a Teleflex system for a different project, and it cost $20, so I couldn't not buy it. And about 2 years after I bought it, I finally used it. I have it tilted down and run on the floor as much as possible, and I have it attached pretty far back from where it's actually attached to the motor, and that is so I can tilt it without having to take off the steering. So there's some tips if you use your Teleflex. But the hard part that nobody makes videos about is throttle, and that's partially because nobody's done it, and partially because everybody's got a different motor, so this might not help many people. I tried lawnmower choke levers and a few different ideas, and finally the only thing that's working so far is this tractor throttle cable that I got from the tractor supply place. It's a 10-footer, and it gives me plenty of cable to run it nice and wide around so it doesn't kink anywhere, and also the motor can turn left and right, port and starboard, without it pulling on the throttle and affecting your RPMs whatsoever. And it'll also tilt with the motor, so that's all good. The only other part you're interested in, I'm sure, is inside there. I just made a simple groove for the cable to slide through, and that cable is attached to a bracket that I made and bolted to the side. Just drilled a hole through. It's really easy, aluminum, and I did one of these wire nuts. And I planned on just designing something that was all ideal, but I just kind of rigged it together, and it's working so good I might not change much. I do need to rebuild the helm, but this has a double function. If it was just the butterfly throttle, it'd be really easy. You could use any kind of bike cables, dirt bike throttles, whatever you wanted, but it has to be able to move this whole timing advance mechanism. And so after you take off the tiller, that shaft that runs in and turns down there, you have to control this whole thing. So there was a bolt connecting the shaft down there to the advancing thing, and I just took the bolt off, wrapped the wire into a loop, and put the bolt through it, put the bolt back on. Self-explanatory, so I'll explain it and over-explain it. And that's all it takes. It's like maybe 2 inches of throw, and this thing could do 4 or 5 or 6, so I think it might help a lot of people. I also had to take these pressure plates off of here and here because it really slowed this down. It made it really stiff, and that was not good. But figured it out, and it works like a dream. One of my few projects that actually works on the first iteration, ugly as it is. Just kind of cobbled it together, you know. Let me know if you have any questions, or go figure it out yourself.
I'm going to show you a really cool trick that I can do. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Do a little more. Right there.